Ooh, that looks promising. So,
she's destroying everyone. Get over it.
Get over it. It's happening.
It's happening. It's happening, Austin. Oh, we're so on.
It feels like it more and more every week.
Oh, and I can't get the TikTok started. No!
Unfortunate.
Okay. It's all going in. Gonna bumble our way through until we get it. All right. Oh. Yes. One Piece chapter 1102. And
Ho buddy.
Oh,
what a chapter.
It's a goodie.
I can barely contain myself. I should probably actually pull it up so that I can remember everything that happens, but this might be a week that I don't have to pull up the chapter because, man, this felt dense. This felt good. So personal. What an absolute way. What an absolute amazing way to end the flashback, right?
I know, right?
Oda's always really good with that kind of stuff, right? Where he likes to go in and end the flashback with like a really good line.
Exactly.
Like even all the way back, like Belmir saying that she loves Nami and Nojiko. Boom, end of flashback.
Right.
Or, you know, a man dies when he is truly forgotten. Or Odin was born to boil, all this kind of stuff. Like, he always ends with, like, big lines, big, juicy things. And,
Happy 10th birthday, Bonnie, my sweet baby. Oh! It's One Piece, baby!
This is One Piece! If you see her again, could you tell her something for me? Could you please wish my daughter a happy 10th birthday? Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's so good.
This is everything that you love, right? This is what you love to see. They go in, they set up, and they pay off. They set up, what, 3 chapters ago?
Yeah.
Bonnie will be lucky if she makes it to 10. She is going to die before she reaches 10. And we end the flashback with, could you please wish her a happy 10th birthday? Because she made it, dude. She made it, dude.
She's alive. She's thriving. She's living. Also, about all those shorts I made, I was right at every corner. Every corner! Do you hear me? Every corner, every opportunity. I know the story. I'm in his head. Oh.
I look down and I see Oda's hands replacing my own.
Which may not be good. Oh, no.
Which does explain the quality of the art recently. Because,
give him a break. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, it's all ogre. It's all ogre.
Oh, man.
It really is. But, yes. First of all, the cover request, this is him at the wheel. Toshika Zoo. Okay. Toshika, like in Toshi Toshi.
I am, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific for me there.
Okay, at the start of the chapter, when we see Bonnie eating with the wolves, it says the cover request is by a person named Toshika
Zoo. Yeah, what is Toshi Toshi?
Toshi Toshi is the age fruit. As in Toshi no Mi.
That's fun.
So it's like, hey, this random person requested this art piece. Okay, Oda. All right. And zoo, like zoo meaning animal.
Mm-hmm.
And there are animals in the cover request. I'm like, all right. Okay.
Fair?
Sure. I'm sure this mysterious person was the one who requested this cover request. I'm sure of it. I see you, Oda. But yeah, she puts ketchup on her hot dog. That's disgusting.
I mean,
I hate ketchup.
I'm feeling real called out right now.
I'm sorry, brother. I hate it so much.
I love ketchup on hot dogs.
We have another cherry pie scenario. I hate ketchup so much, but I love mustard.
This ketchup is so delicious, I could die.
This ketchup is so bad, I could kill someone. Oh, that TikTok warning. I hope not. Oh.
Heinz wouldn't like to know your location.
And Heinz is the worst. Oh, I hate Heinz. I'm negative, super negative today. Oh no.
What is there to be negative about? This is a good chapter.
It is. I love every minute of it.
Once again, though, I have one thing about this chapter. And just like everything else with this entire flashback, right? It is one little detail that just permeates it that kind of spoils it for me. Where everything that Oda's doing is really good, but it's a little bit on the nose. It's a little it almost feels like it's going true. It's trying too hard, right?
Yeah, I get you.
Because Kuma is the best guy, and Kuma is the most tragic guy, but the best boy, and he's so cool and good and sacrificial and all this kind of like. Okay, fine, I could live with that. And then among his last, that he goes in, he's like dealing with Luffy and the crew. I do like seeing all that kind of stuff from Kuma's perspective.
About Kuma's perspective, by the way, Zoro fanboys can calm down. Kuma acknowledges Zoro's strength. Everyone take it easy. Zoro's stronger than Kuma, even in the pre-time skip, I guess. Whatever. I hate it. But anyway, go on.
But I don't know, man. Like this whole thing with Jenny, right?
Yeah, right.
It just so happened to be like the most tragic thing that could possibly happen to the best guy. And they try really hard to really just wrench in that in the dagger.
Yeah.
To make you care about it. It's like I do care, but I feel like if you made him a little bit less good and a little bit less tragic, I would care more. Because he feels it almost feels less real when you go too hard for it.
I get you.
And then we have like this idea is like, well, we can't have this idea of bad pirates on the sea. So Kuma, he's just a good pirate that helps people. And then Bonnie is like, we're going to pillage and steal, but only from the bad guys. It's like, yeah, she's 10. It makes sense that she would want to be like idealistic.
Yeah.
But I want to see more bad pirate stuff. Because it's been a long time. I guess it's been a long time since Kid. Yeah. That was the last time that we even referred to anyone being a bad guy and also a pirate.
Well, Blackbeard was in this arc.
That's fair. I'll give you that. Blackbeard's up there.
Blackbeard's up there. He does bad things. And then we have the honesty impact with Kobe. The only one of the 3 times?
Yeah, maybe I'm just whining to whine. You got a point there.
And then 2, I do like. Well, I like the Blackbeard's representation as a whole throughout this entire story so far. Mm-hmm. I do wonder what the level 6 guys did to be put in level 6.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think we know what Shiryu did, right?
Yeah, because
he worked for the prison and then defected in some way.
Yeah, and he was being kept in the prison, and Magellan's like, oh, help, fellow warden, we're getting smoked out here. Mm-hmm. And he's like, okay. And here's your sword, sir. Like, thanks. Shing, 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 shing. You're all
Goodbye.
Dead. That was so stupid.
And then, God, I always want to call him Avala Pizarro, but that's not what it is. Vasco shot.
Vasco.
Vasco Shot is the man known for being the most wretched pile of dung in the One Piece universe. You know, until Jenny happened, and now Vasco Shot is a saint and a good guy.
He just likes a little liquor. Come on, guys. Which, I'm sorry, Vasco Shot before the Glug Glug fruit and Vasco Shot afterward are two different characters.
It feels like it, yeah.
What did that fruit do to him? He's insane.
Dude, I love the idea that the Glug Glug fruit just puts you in a constant state of, like, being in a constant state of drunkenness has got to be hell.
Oh, it's terrible.
Like, good lord, that would completely ruin your ability to tell right from wrong.
And then, like, he drinks the alcohol, maybe, and it doesn't do anything for him. Maybe it just boosts his powers up. That is awful. Oh, no. Oh, because you know what? We don't get into a lot, but we know it happens because Chomper exists. That devil fruits, and then, of course, like if an item eats a Zoan, a lot of fruits do have mental effects as well as physical ones. So he never experiences hangovers. There's no recovery. There is only the booze.
There is only the drunkenness. Life is a party.
Oh. You can't get off the merry-go-round. Oh, no. Oh, Vasco.
Like, his fruit is awful. His fruit is one of the worst ones you could have. Hey, the jacket fruit is one thing. It doesn't actively ruin your life.
And you know what? He probably is like the cook in the Blackbeard Pirates, and he probably cooked with alcohol a lot. So he can
Wouldn't surprise me, yeah.
Yeah. So he can never taste the satisfaction of the alcohol being in the food.
Yeah.
Bruh. Oh, it's like a reverse Sanji. His life is ruined. It's gone, brother. It's all gone.
And he's got fire powers. That's going to be a fun fight between him and Sanji.
Oh, that's going to be great. I can't wait. You know what? Okay. Speaking of Kino, this kind of reminds me of that one scene in movie 6. I don't know if you've seen it.
Strong World?
No, this
Film Gold.
I said a Kino movie. Get out of here. It's The Secret of the Island with Baron Omatsuru, I think his name is. It's done a completely different animation style. It looks like Digimon a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, but Digimon like Tamers, like the Dark One whenever it dies. And in that movie, there is a scene where Sanji has a cook-off on a big skillet with this plant man. He doesn't know he's a plant man, though. And they're like, I think they're making shrimp fried rice or something, but it's cool just to see a chef battle. Yeah. Is what I'm getting at. And I want to see that, because that doesn't even happen a lot. I think it happens there, and then in the manga it happens against Wazani, the pasta guy. But like, you don't really get to see Sanji fight other chefs. He usually just fights martial artists. I guess Whole Cake was kind of like that. Yeah, Whole Cake is the exception, I'd say, because there was a chef. Because everyone, he doesn't exactly have a cook-off, but he has like a cook-off in like spirit, because his entire goal of like stopping Big Mom through the process of cooking. True. So it's like fighting Big Mom in a cook-off. It's cool. I like it. Which, hey, Zoro fans, Sanji defeated Big Mom. Get mad about it. Sanji beat a Yonko, did Zoro? Nope. He scarred Kaido, and then died immediately afterward. Okay. But and needed furry drugs to get back up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But we love them both here. It's all fun. It's all jokes. Don't be serious. But Sanji is the better character. Moving on. We're not going to go beat for beat. Let's just go all around. Yeah. So, like I was saying earlier, though, like everything being a little bit too on the nose. Yeah. So Kuma has decided to dedicate his life to Dragon's Son. Okay, cool. Yeah. Kuma's like, hey, it's kind of cool that this guy has inspired a crew. You know, that they're willing to die for him. He's the guy that's going to like change the world in his own way. Like he's like a big giant freedom man. He's like that guy Nika that I like, which would feel so much better
if he just wasn't him.
Yeah, but like, I hate playing devil's advocate. Look, we knew there was going to be something more to him. I will say.
Well, I don't know. What do you think about devil's advocate wise?
Like, okay. Okay, this is a struggle. So, I get what you're saying, and it makes a lot of sense because so much has been piled on the plate already.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, based on what we know about him, he seems like the most appropriate person to be here doing this based on the actions that would have happened previously. Because he's been around a lot, especially at the tail end of the pre-time skip. So, like, him having an opposite agenda or him having personal thoughts on matters makes sense because everything he did that was perceived as evil did have a double connotation to it.
Which is cool.
It is cool. So, like, is there a lot? Yes. But does it make sense? Also, kind of, yeah. But I'm not going to besmirch what you're saying, though.
Yeah, like, the whole thing with it is just, like, because it's really cool to think about this idea. Like, imagine if this was the first time that we heard about this sun god that the slaves effectively worship and use as a symbol of hope, right?
Right.
This guy who can go around and free people and go around the seas and change the world. And he sees Dragon's son. He's like, yo, this guy is going to be an inspiration. He has inspired me like this character.
Right.
Imagine if it was more based off of like the inspiration, more based off of like, imagine if Oda was writing this because Luffy is like a paragon of freedom.
Yeah.
Rather than Oda writing this because Luffy literally has the freedom god in him.
Well, okay. Okay.
Like, once again, it's a cool idea, but it's a little bit on the nose.
Well, look at it this way. Like, technically, he is the freedom deity guy. Okay. But, like, he doesn't become that unless he feels that in his own heart. Like, if Luffy wasn't Luffy, Gear 5th wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Because, like, well, even though it's not canonically accurate, I still do believe, like, you need to
at the end of the day, Luffy still earned his awakening.
Right. You need to be you need to live the legend to be the legend.
Yeah.
That's why Kaido doesn't work. Because he's not living the legend. He is not the carp that jumped over the waterfall to become a dragon. He's a drunk that wants someone to beat him up.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just saying, whereas like Momonosuke is the carp that jumps over the waterfall because he's striving throughout the entire like Kaido saga.
Yeah, I mean, if you could compare Kaido to anything, a waterfall would be up there.
Yeah.
And Momo did stand up to him.
The waterfall of booze.
Woof.
Woof.
A waterfall of bad.
Yeah. I can't.
We're not here talking about Wano.
You know, and everyone who puts down Big Mom, read the manga. I'm sorry. Anyway, go on.
But it's just the idea of, I like the general idea, but making the themes physical just feels on the nose, is all.
Yeah, I do like that he did witness Luffy punching Prince St. Charlos.
Charlos, yeah.
Yeah. I did like that.
That's cool. Because Kuma would have been there.
And he's pogging out like, oh, this hasn't been done in like hundreds of years. Which I hope that has more connotation. But we don't need to find out who did the deed. Because I'm agreeing with you now. That would be too much. But yeah, that was cool.
Mm.
You know what I'm referring to, right?
No.
with Guinea.
Oh, I don't like thinking about that.
Yeah, I know. I apologize.
I hope we never learn.
Yeah, I don't. I agree with you now. I don't
want to tie any face to that.
So if Saturn starts talking crazy, that's gonna be wild.
I don't Saturn. Oh Jesus!
I'm ready.
I ain't ready for that, man. I ain't ready to put that, like, he's already evil enough. We don't have to do more.
Also, speaking about that, we're bouncing around because I'm not going to. I already did this once, not to be selfish. I already did this once with a chapter review.
Yeah.
We're bouncing around.
I never go panel to panel. Like,
Yeah.
if you're watching this, we should pretty much already assume that you have read the chapter.
If you want something more streamlined, go to Paula P Works on YouTube. I do bounce around there too, but I'm a bit more structured because it's the first time. But yeah, this is more free form. Let's pog out about how cool One Piece is.
Yeah.
Both on Twitch and on YouTube. So yeah. Not YouTube, TikTok, excuse me. Anyway, I lost my train of thought in that explanation. Oh no. Oh yeah, right. No. Saturn wants to put a self-destruct device in Kuma. Oh no.
Of course he would.
And you know what's crazy? This man doesn't even have hockey. Why are you so scared? What is it about Buccaneers that has him shook?
It's not about having... It's not about that in particular. It's because he can.
Yeah.
Because why would Kuma live up to his end of the deal? Why would he do that? And I have to make absolute sure that he doesn't do that by having a plan A, a B, and a C.
Which I think that's why Sakazuki was called in to babysit Bonnie, because they are so scared of what Kuma might do if Bonnie is kind of out and about or is not being, I guess, captured or whatever, even though Kuma's seen her bounty poster and he's seen her being a pirate. So I'm not sure how that works now.
And I gotta say, I love Saturn this chapter.
He's so evil.
I love Saturn. Like, this is the Saturn that I want to see in like every appearance that he has, right?
Yeah.
Because Saturn says, put a self-destruct button on him. And Vegapunk's like, no, I ain't gonna do that. And he goes, are you going against the Gorosei's orders?
Like, you fool, you removed your brain, it seems. I am a man of science as well, trying to trick me, dummy. You're a scientist for hire. Know your place.
Yeah.
The authority.
Yeah, like, of course this guy would be like this. Of course, like, if you even try to sass this man, all he has to say, I've given the order, Vegapunk.
Have you forgotten
That's
who
it.
I am?
Do you know who I am? I've given you an order. You're going to follow it. Awesome.
It's good. It's good character building.
This evil bastard. I love him.
Also, which is crazy to think about. Not Vegapunk. Egghead Island is fully operational now, as it is in the main story now. That's crazy. He did all of that in like a year?
2 years.
2 years. Jeez. That's just crazy to me. Woo! Okay.
I guess that's what happens when you get funding from the Gorosei.
Yeah, because he turned a winter tundra into what do you call this?
A tropical wonderland.
Yeah, thank you. Tropical wonderland. Nuts.
Oh, and you know for a fact that he definitely inflated how much money he needed for this research.
Of course he did.
Oh, 100%. Why else would you work for the world government if you couldn't just swindle them for billions and billions of dollars?
Do you see all these Jetson style buildings? He didn't need these.
No.
This big.
Oh, it's gonna be so much better for the PX program, I promise.
And the PX program is held in literally a closet. I love that.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Oh, he's great. Oh, he's so good. It's so funny because it's true. Also, I love Brooke, how Brooke is drawn in this flashback. Oh, my sweet boy, come back.
I missed old Chopper so much.
Oh, he said
Frankie looks weird though.
Well, okay, so maybe from week to week we will alternate. Because TikTok cannot work.
Yeah, simulcasting might go a little bit hard.
Yeah, we tried it. That is something to invest in for the future, for me personally. Oh Lord. So I broke the entire flow of conversation, and editing this is going to be terrible. But
well, let's talk about they decided to redraw my boys. I was talking about Frankie's arms, and they look weird, and I don't like it.
yeah,
But I appreciate that Oda tried.
I do like that Oda did try to draw old Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Are we live on Twitch again? We should be.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hello everyone on Twitch again. It is me, Pauly P Works, and Reddit Sephiroth, also known as Zakk.
Yo,
that was on me. If you were watching and it cut out all of a sudden, that was on me. And I'm sorry, TikTok boys. We'll get you in the new year, maybe. I don't know, but they can't hear this anyway.
oop,
The TikTok people.
oop.
Oops. Yeah, so I do like we have returned to Kino Thriller Bark, and I love all the foliage in the background before Kuma blows everybody up. Ursa Shock, that's cool.
Yeah.
And of course there's Zoro, but
Zoro did a thing. It was very cool. Nothing happened. Everyone loves it. Oh man.
Oh, he was parked right outside Shibodi. That's crazy. I didn't know that. I guess because I'm so used to him teleporting around, I just didn't think about that.
I find it weird that he even needs a boat.
It's still weird to me. I love his Jolly Roger. His Jolly Roger's based.
It is very, very cool. It is worth having a boat because his boat has so much character.
Right.
His actual ship is so good.
Also, one last thing. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Twitch, you are now the priority now. Because I just remembered something else, but that's not important right now. I'm sorry to bring it up. Anyway, I love... Go on.
PX1. Did Kuma knock PX1 away?
Yes, he did.
I forget.
He did.
Okay.
Just did a short about that recently. He commented on it.
Yeah, send him back to Vegapunk's Island.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
A vessel for some memories. That'd be a very sticky, sickeningly sweet way to end this, and I would like it.
You know what's weird?
It's the memories of the man, but his soul isn't in there, dude.
Oh, Ghost in the Machine.
But Bonnie could get her daddy back.
Well, I mean, she technically has her dad back already. He's just a baby. S-Bear.
Yeah. She also technically has her dad back because he lives inside of her, dude.
Oh, that's true.
In her heart and in her memories.
Oh, she knows all the stuff about the Straw Hats, so she knows how cool Zoro is. I think that's funny.
Well, she already knew how cool Zoro was because she saved his life from Charlos.
Right, because he was about to cut him up.
Yeah. Bonnie saving her dad. I hate that so much.
Wait, who said that?
I forget. Somebody posted an image of her saving Charlos from Zoro and it said Bonnie saving her dad, and I was like, no!
Well,
God!
If you want the dark, or her saving her stepbrother.
Yeah.
Because Rose would be here. Oh, I'm not explaining. This is garbage.
I hate it. I just hate it so much.
It's gross.
Why did they do this?
Gross.
You didn't have to do this.
Look at Shabandi Archipelago. That's a goal. Goodness. Well, Ferris wheel. Oh. All the scenes are great.
Bubble trees are so good. Oh.
They're so good. The big lip with the teeth on Thriller Bark. It's all gorgeous.
It's so good.
Okay, so this is a good week for Oda.
This is a very good week for Oda. Also, I love the fact that, he goes in, sees Charlos punched on the ground, immediately makes it about race.
Yes.
Kuma! He did all this to protect a fish man?
Kuma, please. Also about racist, you brought up the F word. Jinbei is evil once again.
I appreciate that Oda finally drew Jinbei reacting to something.
Yeah, and it's like a brat like that took down Arlong. Yeah, something that you didn't do, Jinbei.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I was going to let him run wild in the East Blue. I'm surprised a human took him down. Jinbei, this is not what a main character says. This is all your fault.
It is all his fault.
I I drag it. No. This time I push myself into the hole. I can't stand
You're
it.
dragging me down into it.
Yes. Follow me, Austin. But no,
also this picture of Ace is blessed.
It is blessed.
Looks very cool. I like that. This is the best picture of Ace that Ode has drawn in a very long time.
And I like that that no-name character in the center there. He's cool.
Yeah. Man, it'd be cool if they put him in the story at some point.
I mean, is it necessary though?
No, but it'd be cool.
It would be cool. I would like to see him not job for one.
I also love the fact that Oda is straight up saying, "Diggity dog, I didn't forget about Smoker."
Okay.
Then where is he?
Very pregnant pause. Okay. Where is he?
Where is he then?
Also, I mentioned this in my video, but like Dragon being like, "I'm going out." Why are you going out, Dragon? Shut up, though. Like, huh?
I don't know.
Dragon is like, I'm going out.
Although, unlike last week, Luffy is drawn exceptionally this week.
Oh, he's great. Look at the first bounty shot. Oh my day.
Luffy looks really good this week.
He looks immaculate.
I miss my boys. It's been so long.
I love Doodle Sop in the back. He's great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why do we have so little Straw Hats in this art in this series about them?
You know what? After all this is done, I would like Elbaf to just be all Straw Hats all the time. We split the group up 5 and 5.
Please.
We
something
see,
cool.
We see Bonnie struggle with a giant apple, but she eats it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please have Bonnie and Luffy eat big food on Elbaf, please. It'd be so blessed.
With Big Mom on Elbaf.
Yes.
Big Mom shows up, but she's just chill.
But she kills Jinbei for me.
But she kills Jinbei for funsies. And everyone's cool with it.
Everyone's cool with it. Oh, these terrible dreams, but I want them. By the way, this is a terribly drawn dragon. I'm sorry, he looks awful, and I usually don't comment on this.
Oh yeah, look at Sabo. Look at Sabo.
Oh jeez,
he looks awful.
Oh jeez, and I don't comment on this.
Oda really showing where his priorities lie.
But Lord in heaven, that's bad. I'm sorry, dog. Woo wee. Oh yeah, we get the. I like this thing because it kind of shows you that she well-rounded. Which is weird that we don't get. I hope we do, but I don't know. Shout out to my boys for keeping the faith with a kid. I think he's done so, or he's done so as a captain. He's probably going to team up with Law at some point because they
Cross Guild
or their own pirate crew.
True,
because they seem more competent together than apart.
I guess, but how would we? I don't know,
man.
I kind of don't want to see that.
That's fair.
Just because that would take up a lot of screen time.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. I like Kid a lot. I'm kind of over it though.
Yeah.
It's my personal feeling. Like,
if they need to exist for the rest of the story, it would have to be either with Cross Guild or as part of the Grand Fleet. And don't want them on the Grand Fleet.
That's the most likely option, bro.
I know, but I don't want it.
Because everyone else on the Grand Fleet is so infinitely more interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Ideo and Blue Gilly, I love them.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like their inclusion would hurt the Grand Fleet.
Oh, yeah.
It's that the Grand Fleet would hurt them. Because like one of the best thing, the best joke that Wano had in the entirety of Wano was those three bickering about who's the strongest, coolest, and bestest.
Right.
And I like that.
And then like Luffy and Kid getting fat in Udon prison was to show like they are on equal footing.
Yeah.
Which is immediately gone.
Undercut.
When Luffy becomes that magical albino.
Oops. And
the Jika fruit or the magnet fruit is kind of booty.
Well, don't worry. The great one, Jika, will awaken now that he's faced off against Shanks. It's happening.
Perhaps he will turn into what's his name from Kiss? Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons.
Perhaps he will. And then the Jika, the opposite of the Nika, will save the world. I don't know where I'm going with this joke anyway.
I know where I'm going with this joke. Straight to fanfiction.net.
Yeah, baby. They kiss passionately.
There's a lot of they fight in the script.
George Lucas is a treasure. He was just slapping stuff down on paper. He didn't know what was going on.
He was just slapping action figures together.
And bless him for it. That's why it's so funny with nerds, because I've told you this story, and we're going all off script, whatever.
Yeah, why not? It's one of them weeks, dog.
It's one of them weeks. I knew a couple of individuals. They would tell me all this Star Wars lore, and I'm like, no, Lucas doesn't know what you're talking about. If you told him all this like you're talking to me, he would look at you cross-eyed like you're a crazy person escaped from the asylum. He just like, I want to write the funny aliens to make the money.
Yeah.
That's why he said the Force was mysticism, because he's like, I am not explaining this. It is space magic.
Yeah. Because, like, the entire purpose of Star Wars is to be like a pulpy, like, old television show that he watched back in the 70s when he was growing up.
It's Knights of the Round Table in space.
Yeah, it's Knights of the Round Table in space. It's like Buck Rogers and stuff like that.
Yeah, or what? Flash Gordon. There we go.
Flash Gordon.
Yes.
It's based off of that kind of stuff, like pulpy, like Villain of the Week style adventure serials. That's why people like it. That's where the soul comes from.
Exactly. Like Darth Maul is cool, but in context, if you think about him too hard, he looks stupid. Mm-hmm. I love him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And that's from the remake, not the remakes, the
prequels.
Yes. All the terminology. That's what
we have the originals, the prequels, and the sequels.
The sequels is like the nerds have taken over the ship, and we're driving it to the ground.
We're driving it right off a cliff. I love the idea. I love the ideas that Lucas originally had.
Yes,
because if Lucas got his way, if Lucas was the writer for the originals like he was the writer for the prequels, oh my goodness gracious, we'd have a very different product. Did you know that Han Solo was originally supposed to be Slippy Toad?
That's kind of big.
Did you know that Han Solo was originally a frog alien with a gun?
That's kind of big. I ain't gonna lie. You can't tell me that ain't based. That's a little based.
It ain't. It's based. The general audience would not lap that up.
That's why, like, I think if this is true, which I'm keep getting reports that it is and it's not true. If Jar Jar Binks was just the opposite of Yoda, like he was a funny cartoon character and turned into like an evil being.
Oh man, I love the Jar Jars behind it all.
That's cool. I'm sorry.
Darth Jar Jar is hilarious.
That's cool. That's like some One Piece Kino. Because you wouldn't expect that, but like when you would start looking at it, like it makes sense. That's why it's so funny. Because it makes sense. Because like he's goofing around, but he's weirdly competent as he's goofing around. Like, oh, but of course, if it is true, people were cowards and we didn't follow through. But that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, George Lucas really is a hack.
A little bit. That's fine. But pod racing on N64 is based and good.
His decision not to put music in the pod racing scene is hilariously fitting and good.
How though? How did he do that?
Well, he didn't put music in the pod racing scene, so it's bad. But it's so good if you want to make remixes with like Initial D music.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh my god,
it's so good. It's so good when you do that stuff. But anyway, One Piece.
One Piece. So this is a situation where Paula P. Works is right. You should all subscribe. So the anti-eyebrow, the earring that Jury Bonnie wears under her eye, is because she didn't think her father would recognize her without something there. Because, you know, the scale disease stuff was there.
Yeah.
So she puts the
which is like a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
But it also makes sense because she's 10.
Because she's 10.
She's going to come up with dumb, stupid ideas.
And I like how a man told her how to put on lipstick, and it's in the dumbest, ineffective way possible. Because she's a literal baby, and that's funny. I laughed out loud. That's so good because he doesn't know what a lipstick is.
Everything about Bonnie in context is very funny.
It's so funny. She wears the hat because the old lady that she tries to copy a lot wore the hat. Everything is just gags. I love it. But no, this is a serious manga like the Naruto.
Yeah. Every panel needs to be nothing happened.
Every panel.
Every single one of them.
Every single one. You know what's weird? How do these things fit in these pods? The Pacifist. That's crazy. So big.
How do you mean?
Like, it's just weird. I guess it's not, because he's like 22 feet tall.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? No, that's one.
They fit in the pods because Vegapunk made the pods that big?
Right, yeah. And he dressed them all?
He grew clothes, obviously. well, he has his clothing machine.
Right, yeah. No, as soon as you... Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Of course, yeah. We've seen that. No, I'm on the back foot. I'm the silly one here.
Yeah.
No.
Although it would have been really cool if secretly, you know how Luffy got like a big long coat? What if he had like a reticle on his big long coat?
That's kind of
slightly alluding to the fact that Vegapunk made Kuma's clothes. That would be kind of cool, right?
It would be kind of, it's kind of, you know.
This scene with Vegapunk is like actually heart wrenching, though. I say it's like I can't take it seriously because it goes too off the rails. Vegapunk having a final conversation with his friend before having to pull the trigger is like a dark reflection of like Frankenstein, right?
This is one of the best scenes.
Because Frankenstein pulled the trigger to bring life to his creation. Vegapunk does it to bring death to his friend. Oh,
that's a short.
And I think a lot of people can relate to this idea of a person, you know, having a conversation with their friend and knowing it's the last time they'll ever talk to them. And just trying to hold it together.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And
that hurts.
And bringing it back, the hope that he has before he goes out saying, I know Nika's not real, which is like, oh. Oof. But it'd be nice if there was someone out there who at least was kind of like him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That just brings gravity to the situation for me.
It makes everything a whole lot more human. It's done perfectly.
Yeah.
And this is what I care about. This is the tragedy of Kuma. This is why I care about it. Because you see the sacrifice that he does. You put the human elements into it. You see this beautiful friendship and this guy having one last conversation with a friend that, man.
Yeah.
That's human. That you can relate to.
And then the weight of a man who is
being... Go on.
No, you go.
I'm just saying, it's like being born a slave and getting out of there, finding happiness once, and then having that happiness stripped away and having your life partner worded. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not something that people can really relate to.
Yeah, but like a lost love is relatable. Just not like to that extreme. Yeah.
Not to this extent.
No.
Like I said, you can have the lost love. Putting so much onto it, though, it's too much.
But you know what? In the situation that they were in the world that we are currently reading, it makes a little sense. It's just real dark. Like, darker than you would expect. Mm-hmm. Because, like, you have to really, especially back then, you got all these super powered maniacs running around. The world government has no interest in really policing that well. Because, like, you have guys like Bikori, if you got the funds, we'll let you in the club. But, like, there's no guarantee that we'll police you appropriately. You're just in the club. Which, that in itself is it's interesting. It's like, look at all the atrocities that we experienced as the story goes on. Is anybody doing wellness checks on the people of Dressrosa? No.
We're making sure they're paying their tax.
Yes. And make sure that big mouth pink man doesn't open his mouth about anything he shouldn't, because we will throw him in jail immediately. But getting back to, like, the human aspect of it, the fact that Kuma himself is willingly marching to his death for the good of his child, that is relatable.
Oh my god, I love that is relatable. Like, I love these 3 images of Kuma running. This feels good. Like, everything at the end of this feels so good. This is such a perfect way to end this flashback. It hurts the soul so much. And the cherry on top, this crescendo of please wish Bonnie a happy 10th birthday, to bring it all together in a single sentence.
It's good.
Oh, it hurts.
This is why One Piece is the best shonen.
Yeah, this is why One Piece is the best.
Because even, like, to make you cry over this ridiculous Albert Einstein parody with an apple growing out of his head, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. It's amazing because he's doing it. He has no choice.
He has no choice. He has to do it.
He's killing this man.
Another thing a lot of people can relate to. Yeah. Doing something you don't want to because the man told you to.
The man, yeah. And you know what? Base Sentamaru and the boys giving him respect. But Kizaru's not there. He's a fed. Throw him in jail.
Yeah. Of course Kizaru is a fed. He said so at the start of this arc.
I hate it,
He said he's a cog in the machine.
I want to know how he feels about it.
My man killed his own nephew.
He did. Man, Sentamaru got blasted, bruh. Ooh.
He got destroyed.
That was unnecessary. Good lord. Oh man. Bruh.
Like, my man literally said, I gotta do this myself, and murdered his own nephew.
The boy God. You raised since he was a tiny child. Because you remember
good lord.
He met him when he was like a vice admiral or something, and he was like fighting bears in the forest. Bruh.
Yeah. Obviously Sentamaru is still alive, but still, my man.
To maul him like that. Goodness.
To just put him in the ground.
Also, he just kicks a 12-year-old girl in the face, which is like, Kizaru, this is problematic. Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Bonnie was fine.
Yeah, she was fine, but also, the scene of Vegapunk in silhouette as he pulls it,
is so good.
It's so real.
It's like everything about the ending of this is perfect.
This made me like Vegapunk a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Because I was on the fence about him, because all these decisions are like the grayest decisions I've ever seen in this series. Mm-hmm. But like, this is good. This is good because it shows the humanity of him, which is why I think I was looking for.
It's what he needed. It's what he needed most.
Which it kind of explains why he's darker now, or could be perceived to be darker. Because let me remind you, this is before he makes the satellites.
Yeah.
So, and this is before the Seraphim.
Also, I kind of wish that I kind of wish Bonnie was in the same pose as Vegapunk.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know, just like some...
Yeah.
I don't know, like some symmetry nonsense, but it's whatever.
Which it makes sense
now. It's still perfect. It's still so good. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good.
This has saved Egghead.
There's just one last thing. Yeah, I know. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so much, man.
Yeah. Also, my least favorite panel is in the chapter. You guess what it is?
Does it have to do with a certain blue individual?
No, not this time. Not this time.
Oh, thank the Lord. Okay. Your least favorite panel of the entire series?
Like from an emotional aspect.
Okay.
It has to deal with someone who is modeled after a bear.
Modeled after a bear?
Yeah. His name is Bear in Japanese.
What about Kuma?
The point in which he fully turns. You see that?
The point at which he what?
When he fully turns into a pacifista. He's gone.
Yeah.
When there's no lights, when there are no lights at home. You get what I'm talking about?
What about it?
Like his eyes are just white circles.
Yeah.
Like he's gone. Like that's it.
He's gone.
And it's so...
Are you saying it's your least favorite panel because it's just like soul wrenching seeing this man's life and then seeing this happen to him?
Exactly. Like it makes it more real for me. Because there's like no going back now. Like this is it. This is like a confirmation. Like he is final. He's fini. That is
the man is done.
He is done. And that is chilling. Because he's gone. Like, because what I didn't notice...
It's what he wanted.
Yeah.
It's what he wanted.
Because what is interesting that I did not notice up until like talking to you now, he keeps his original eyes throughout this entire ordeal. This is the only time where his eyes actually change. He's not wearing glasses or anything. He is gone.
Yeah.
He's actually gone.
They've always kind of built that into him, right?
Yeah.
When Kuma is being a human, when he's being a human being, a man with his own thoughts and own actions, right?
Yes.
The glasses tint, so you can't see his eyes. Oh, when the glasses don't tint.
Yeah.
They only tint when he's doing Fed work.
Right.
When he's not really acting along his own freedom, I guess.
Yes.
When he's not acting in his own... whatever. But this is where you see the... like, having tinted the glasses... and showing his eyes and tinting the glasses, showing his eyes, showing that dichotomy, and then bringing it together in this one moment is so cool.
Yeah. It's so...
because you've turned the bit into this moment.
You've turned
into the character. And that's cool.
Statement.
Yeah.
I'm kind of...
My man is about to kill a lot of children for Saturn.
Oh, no! Oh, Lord!
My man is about to kill a lot of people.
And what's so bad about
Although it is quite convenient that he just so happened to be MIA for 2 full years after this.
Yeah. And then they found it fitting to turn this masterful... well, I guess they don't need him anymore. They turned him into a horse for Terabito. For Celestial Dragons.
Yeah.
You remember that? Like the
It's so wild that they put so much effort into him.
Yeah.
And then did nothing with... didn't even care.
Because this is...
Saturn didn't even care that he was just hanging out at Sabodi, where Nika was, for 2 years.
But I guess, too, it's
kind of crazy.
It is crazy. But, like, I guess, too, after that point, so many advancements have been done that it doesn't matter anymore. It's still...
So long as the PXs are still there, so long as the pacifistas are still there, you don't particularly need Kuma.
Yeah.
But do you know how much stronger Kuma is than a pacifista?
The pawpaw fruit is insane.
It's nutty.
And I've done videos on this, but I wonder what's going to happen to it. This seems like too good and too convenient of a power to write out of the story. If it's gone, it's gone, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because we don't really see that many characters die, let alone characters with devil fruits. The only ones that really do are like Whitebeard and Monet.
And Ace.
Yeah. It's like we don't really get that many opportunities to be like, whoa, is someone else going to get this cool power?
Right.
Although, who would even get it?
I have an idea.
Other than Usopp, baby!
I was watching someone years ago and they said, well, Jinbei should get it. And then I was still I was back now that was back then.
Sense.
It didn't make sense back then either. I have an idea.
That does kind of make sense.
No, it does.
Would like make his Fishman karate even stronger.
Well, on that, you know who I think should get it? Koala. Yeah.
She is named after a bear.
Yeah, and she wears gloves all the time, and she practices Fishman karate. And has a literal sun on her back.
And she's part of the Revolutionary Army. And Dragon would definitely want that power.
If the Revolutionary still exists.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I hope it goes.
Oda has... Oh my god, Oda has done such a terrible, terrible job characterizing them in this arc.
I don't see the Revolutionary Army as a faction name. I just don't.
It's hard to even really believe that, man. Like this was the arc where we were supposed to really bring them to light.
Yeah.
This was the arc where we were finally going to get that.
Right.
And good lord.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh my, indeed.
What a bad job.
What an awfully bad job. Just a terrible, like Kuma's the entire bag. But okay, you know what? The reason why I bring up the hockey stuff is because we've been beaten over the head with that so much from pirates and Marines, right? You mean to tell me the backbone of this entire organization, that is the Revolutionary Army, is led by a man without hockey who's just like has really good physiology and a good dough fruit? That's crazy to me. I don't understand that.
Well, his replacement, Sabo, does have hockey, though, so there's that at least.
I'm glad Sabo's here. With
you know, the real leader of the Revolutionary Army, Sabo.
Or I guess whatever organization he leads, because the Revolutionary Army is not going to stand throughout his entire narrative. I just don't think so. So there will be a lot of dough fruit recycling, I guess, because Karasu, Morley, Bello Betty, they're all either going to die or that Ivankov theory is true.
What's the Ivankov theory? Which one?
It's me shamelessly plugging again.
Go for it.
Okay. My theory is that
go to Polypede Works and find out, baby.
True. But
and hit that subscribe button while you're there.
Exactly.
If you're already subscribed, then hit it twice.
Hit it twice. But wait a minute. Wait. No, don't hit it twice. You can like everything.
I'm saying if you're already subscribed, then hit it twice.
Oh, right, because you hit it once. Yeah, no, that works. Okay. I got confused. But yeah, it's to just not ruin the video. It's like, I think Ivankov has been a double agent this entire time. Because the problem with Ivankov now is that, and what's interesting here, to relate it back to the chapter, Kuma sees Guinea in both her variants, right? He sees her as a child, and of course he sees her as an adult.
Yeah, huh?
He only sees Ivankov as a child. But he's responsible for freeing him as an adult.
I was about to say, he's seen him as an adult.
Right, he was instrumental in freeing him from prison as an adult, too. Freeing Kuma, that is.
Uh-huh.
But in this flashback, when he's going through his memories, Ivankov only shows up once as a child.
Oh, for that, okay. Yeah, I guess it's fair.
Because here's the thing, I think there's a lot we don't know about.
Does Dragon show up twice?
He only shows up once.
Yeah, I think the only one who shows up twice is Jenny, and that's just because
it's appropriate.
She's kind of important.
Yeah.
It's kind of important.
But like, the point I'm trying to make here is that we don't know what Ivankov did between going out to sea after he left the Sorbet Kingdom and when he came back to free Guinea and Kuma.
Yeah.
There's a whole chunk of history missing there. So we don't even know where he met Dragon at.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of mysteries to be discovered about that character. But yeah. This is the best chapter of Egghead, I think.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's up there.
It's definitely like Egghead has a lot of pretty banger chapters, but oof. If we're just talking emotional,
yeah.
This is probably God, when was the last time I got like emotional over One Piece? Like truly emotional.
The Mary?
Nah, I've done that since then.
Oh, fair.
Mary was like the last time I cried at One Piece, but like truly emotional, probably the start of Wano, maybe?
Yeah.
Like Luffy almost getting killed by oh god, what's his face? Oh god, what's his face? What's his name?
Oldham?
The long-nosed guy that isn't Usopp.
The Tenku guy, Odin's dad, yeah.
Yeah, Tenguyama.
Tenguyama, yeah.
Yeah, Luffy almost getting killed by Tenguyama. And Luffy be like, yo, what did I do? And Tenguyama is saying, like, you ate her only meal this year.
Oh, gee.
Like, that hit me pretty hard. It's like, oh, Wano.
Yeah.
Oh. God, what a great scene. I love the start of Wano. Shame it peaks there.
Yeah, no, it really does. Him just running, though. Talk about Kuma, though. Him running is great.
Yeah, my man just running. Oh. It hurts, man. This chapter hurts. This chapter hurts.
And I love Baby Bonnie's drawn so good. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And this is before she had the affliction too.
Yeah. And that's good. That's how you remember
She didn't even have to pierce her face.
Yeah. Because he remembers her at her highest. Oh. Oh, can I make it through the stream? Oh, man. Jeez, this is heavy.
Oh, it's too good.
It's better reading it.
This is what I wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Now, I had this is going to be on the channel soon. You know what I kind of want for Bonnie?
What?
I want either Robin or Usopp to cut her hair with instructions that she describes to them, so she looks like Guinea.
So she looks like Jenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Because now she knows what her mother looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Which Jenny?
That's a good question. They're both.
Jenny when she was 10 or Jenny when she's 20? Because Bonnie is both.
I guess. Yeah, well, it's kind of the same. Well, no, the baby one has the hair wings coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, actually.
It's kind of the same. It's kind of the same hairstyle. It just it advances a little bit.
Yeah. I guess when she's an adult, because that's when she has like the sort of adult relationship with Kuma. And that's more like, for lore purposes, she's a sister at the Church of Nika, so it will make more sense. Yeah.
You know what? Maybe it's a good thing that Kuma isn't actually Bonnie's father.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Bonnie having to go through that memory?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Talk about making the beast with two backs.
Anyway.
How does that work? now you got me thinking about it. How does that work? Oh. Well, you'd be satisfied, I tell you that.
Poor Kuma. We love our boy.
We love our large lad. He's great. I hope Bonnie never has to fight S-Bear. I hope not. Would he do that?
I don't think she could.
No, I don't think she. You turn into a mess. It's too close.
I mean, she sees the pacifistas and she freezes.
Yeah.
Maybe she could get over that now that she's gone through Kuma's memories, but I don't know.
I mean, he's got the pawpaw fruit too. That's nasty. I don't like it. I hate this thing I said. But good job, Trauma, for saving Vegapunk as a character in my eyes. Good work. Man. Good chapter. Apparently she paints her fingernails too. I didn't know that.
Good chapter. The only other thing, I think that's pretty much everything I have to say.
Yeah.
Other than talking about new One Piece anime, baby.
New One Piece anime. Yes, sir. I'm scared. I'm excited and scared.
I'm terrified. I am absolutely mortified. I trust this studio. They took one of the worst looking manga of all time and turned it into an immaculate world-spanning masterpiece in Attack on Titan.
True.
And seeing them, run One Piece in that style would be kind of fun.
It would be cool to see.
But how long are they going to do this for? Like, what are they going to do?
But yeah, because we don't even know. And
One Piece Kai, baby.
I hope it's better than the episode of things. Remember those?
Yeah.
Like episode of Skypiea?
The One Piece movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, did you know in the episode of Skypiea, they do not reanimate the Nolan stuff? I was so disgusted.
Oh.
The best part? Like, forget Eminem. I don't really care about that right now. I want to see my boy Nolan.
Nolan, oh my god. What is it? Nolan and Calgara?
Calgara, yes.
Or what's his name? Calgara?
Yes, Calgara.
Who's Nolan's friendo?
Calgara.
Okay.
And if you didn't know, Calgara was also a boss in a video game. Go on. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, very cool. I feel like a One Piece Kai is going to be better for the show than anything.
Yeah, because
because Toei has... There are some things that Toei did right.
Yeah.
There are many things that Toei did not do right.
People staring at each other for 15 minutes.
For a One Piece Kai.
Yeah.
Hours.
Yeah.
The pacing is so bad.
And they're hitting at the right time, too, as we picked up so many new people from the One Piece live action adaptation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people that'll want to watch East Blue again. Because the problem with One Piece has always been that it's a very difficult show to get into just because of the absolute mass of it.
Yeah.
So having something like this be like, oh, this is a more approachable way to watch One Piece, I guess.
Yeah, and then yeah. And then East Blue is kind of slow. I think it picks up around Sandy's arc, the Bratier.
I love East Blue. Oh my god.
It's good.
You can definitely tell that Oda was just trying to write Lupin the Third, but with pirates back in East Blue.
A little
and
bit,
you could feel that oozing through every chapter, because it's like heist of the week kind of style until like Orange Town or until Arlong, really. And I love it. It's good. I like One Piece.
You can tell, though, as the series goes on, people say it's modeled after his wife. It feels like he was chomping out the bit to turn Nami into Fujiko. Do you get that? It works narratively. Or am I breaking up bad? Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. It's kind of hard to hear.
Oh no!
I'm popping back and forth between the stream because you sound great on the stream, just not in the Discord call.
Well, that's how it works.
Unfortunate.
Look behind the curtain, everyone. Look at the clown show. Oh no! It's all right though. We're doing it.
Well, I think right now is probably a great place to. I don't know. Do we have anything else we want to talk about this week?
Not really. Oh, well, Merry Christmas, because this is the Christmas stream. I'm letting you all know this now.
This will be the Christmas stream, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's to another year of Frankie, baby. Let's go!
Yeah! Subscribe to Reddit Sephiroth.
Well, subscribe to Polypede Works.
Bar is open.
Don't be dodgy. We'll see y'all in the next one.